Ross Coulthart talks about a new UFO whistleblower, a name that we haven't heard before, or at least I haven't, and some really amazing information here. So let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is provided by the Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies and also News Nation. It's a great presentation from Ross Coulthart. I got to this part and I realized, whoa, I've got to make a video about this, but I just need to let Ross tell it in his own words. It's kind of a lengthy story. I'm just going to play the video. I haven't even watched the full segment yet because I want you to see my live reaction, for what that's worth. But here it is. Without any further ado, here was what Ross had to say.
But one of them I can name, because he authorized me to. He called me on an open line out of the blue, and I could barely believe who he was. Because if I was to think of the one person who I wanted to speak to me, it was him. His name was Nat Kobitz. He was the US Navy's former long-time Director of Science and Technology Development, their chief R&D scientist, their chief geek for many years, for over 30 years. He was a beautiful, wisecracking, 92-year-old Brooklyn Jewish scientist with a beautiful sense of humour. And sadly, when I caught up with him, he was dying from cancer. And fate dictated that I caught him at the perfect time. He was sitting in his Baltimore home, bored out of his brain, with too much time on his hands. And here was this Aussie journalist asking him about the work that he'd done as part of the greatest generation with the US Navy's R&D division. He was fiercely proud of what he achieved, and so he should be. And over several months, he finally opened up to me about what he was, on his own admission, read into. He was briefed on the program, and he told me that he had been read into a classified program involving retrieved non-human technology, recovered alien spacecraft. He eventually admitted that he was officially briefed that America had retrieved multiple non-human craft, and that he was aware there was a secret operation underway for decades, in his words, to undertake to reverse engineer them. He admitted that most of what he knew was effectively hearsay, although from some excellent official sources. This is something he'd been briefed into in his official capacity. He did admit that on one occasion he was flown to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, literally taken deep underground, taken to a secure room and shown what looked like some kind of bulkhead from a craft which he believed was constructed in a way that defied conventional explanation. The craft's skin and inner bulkhead were composites bonded at an atomic level. He suspected it was non-human intelligence technology. But being the scientist he was, infuriatingly, he wouldn't say to me it was alien tech. He would just say it was something he had never seen that any human could make. Nat was a patriot. He was a decent, honourable public servant. He respected the fact that this program was being kept secret for a reason. But as a scientist, he also recognised that the American public, and especially Congress, had the right to know what was being done with taxpayer dollars. And he frankly told me that as far as he knew, there was no good justification for keeping it secret. So he never told me why he'd actually done this. But shortly after he passed from cancer in 2020, I started getting messages and calls. And it turned out he basically told people to get in touch with me. I found it very, very difficult to accept a lot of what they told me. I still do. I find it mind-blowing that I'm in this position as a serious insect journalist who's spent his career investigating crime and corruption, that I'm on the edge of what is the most fringe subject in the world. But every single one of these people that Nat put me onto was talking about one thing: the program. A highly secret, very, very, very carefully compartmentalised retrieval effort of non-human technology craft, and an identically highly protected reverse engineering program being conducted in secret facilities across the United States. Retrieval teams rigidly compartmented. Operations absolutely need to know. Mind-boggling secrecy. Multiple sources have told me that there was a very clear threat made: if you talk about this, you will be killed. And there are allegations. David Grush has made them as well. I have been told by multiple people that people have been murdered to protect this secret. Make of that what you will. As we all know, politicians, scientists, intelligence community and military whistleblowers are now openly accusing the US government of a massive, decades-long cover-up.
Well, indeed, there is a decades-long cover-up, of course, and I will link to this video and you can watch the full thing at your leisure, but a really great presentation by Ross. I highly encourage you to watch it. I haven't seen the full thing yet, but we're about an hour in now. Just great information, great content from Ross. Thank you, Ross, for bringing this forward and for revealing this new source. Is it right to call him a whistleblower if he's not going to testify before Congress or something like that? But he is somebody that is giving information, a new person giving information to Ross, Nat Kobitz. So thank you, Nat, for coming forward with this information to Ross, while you could. And yeah, there you go, guys. So let me know what you think about this new source of information and what he had to say, further implicating, of course, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base as a hub of this sort of activity, with the UFO control group. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button and the subscribe button and all that kind of good stuff. There's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I will see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.